This is my stolen recovered 2018 Range Rover Rebuild, which I won at an online auction for a super cheap price. Now it didn't always look this good. In the first episode I took you guys with me and we went down to Copart over in Sandwich where I took delivery of the car, and as you can see it was a right mess. After getting the car back I began dissecting the piles of rubbish which was in the car. Hopefully there's no rats in there, man. I swear to God, if I see a rat in there, you're doing it. Before calling in the big guns because we had an engine problem. Yep,
you know what that means, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds to me as if
engine shag.
Compression.
Yeah. What's the problem? Now it actually turned out that the engine wasn't shagged. We got it sorted. I gave the car a clean. I completed a temporary fix on the front bumper, and I've been driving the car for a few days. Well, in this episode, I'm completing this car. I'm fixing, painting, sorting, driving, and then I'm taking this car down to my local Range Rover dealer and I want to see what they're going to say. I want to see how much they're going to offer me for this car before I reveal to you guys exactly how much I paid for this beauty. Roll on the video. So let me take you guys back about a week ago. Yes, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, go check out the previous episodes on this car. I've been driving the car for the last few days. It drives so nicely. It's fully loaded, and I kept telling you that I had a kit upstairs. I'm going to be showing you that kit in this episode, but there's something else I need to do first. Check this out. As you can see, we got a little bit of damage here on the front bumper. We're not even going to try to repair that. I'm going to be swapping out that bumper completely for a new unit. I've got the trim indoors that I need to fit as well. There was a ton of mold and the interior was a mess. We sorted that out in the last episode. When the car was stolen, whoever stole the car ripped all of these panels out, and luckily they left them in the boot of the car, so that saves me a little bit of money and I don't have to go searching for all these trims. In the last episode I repaired all of these wires. I had to re-crimp all of these connectors, and that's for the SOS system and other antennas for the GPS, etc, etc. Massive shout out to Dennis from Lux Automotive for the assist on that. So what I'm going to do now is reassemble all the trims in this boot area, and then I'm taking you upstairs to my little storage lockup and I'm going to show you the Range Rover dynamic kit that I've had for over a year in storage, which I bought from a previous Range Rover that was stolen. If you're OG on the channel, you'll know that story. You can go back and watch it. I bought one of these last year and it got stolen 2 weeks after I bought it. So I've got a ton of parts sitting, and that's one of the reasons why I bought this car. So these rear panels are literally held together by 2 screws on either side and a bunch of clips. So there's not a lot to say here. This is me just putting them in. So guys, take a look at the boot area now. Like, I cannot tell you how much of a result that is. Everything's gone back together really nicely. Have a look at all of that. I need to get one more clip and that's gonna go in like so, but I'll sort that out. I'm not too fussed about that because it's all coming off when I replace the front bumper. Gary's just turned up. You remember Gary from the channel. Look at his beauty. This is a classic BMW M3, and look at the interior. It's got the Vader seats. I posted this on my Instagram once and everyone was like, oh my God, look at the seats. He's actually got this up for sale. Gary, what are you after, mate?
27.
27 grand. What's the service history like?
Paperwork about that fit.
Yep.
Everything's been done to it. There's no rust on it.
MOT?
Just passed its MOT, no advisories.
Yep. Start it up. It looks absolutely clean. I like the wheels.
Aircon's just been sorted out.
You've just serviced the aircon. Paintwork is immaculate. It's not a category or anything.
No. I'm the 5th owner. I've known the car like ages.
Yeah. What's the mileage on it?
83, just under 83,000.
So just under 83 grand, 27 for this classic, and you've got a sunroof. I didn't even realise you've got a sunroof as well.
Even the spare wheels only been on the car once.
Coming around the rear, man, Gary, this is super clean, man.
It's not even been. That's not even open.
Right, yeah. So, and that's all original BMW stuff.
Yep.
Happy days.
There's a wheel still got.
Spare wheel looks brand new. It's only been on the car once, you said.
Yeah, yeah.
BMW heritage here, super clean. Classic M3, E39 this one?
36.
E36, not even 39, E36. Man, look at that. If anyone's interested, drop me a DM. I'll put you in touch with this gentleman here. It's up for sale, 27 grand. What are they going for?
Anywhere, well, depends on condition, anything up to 30 grand.
Yeah.
A really good one will go for over 30, but
Yeah.
I'm not really fussed to sell it. The only reason I'm selling it is because my knee hurts on the clutch.
So yeah guys, let me know. In this box is a complete Range Rover dynamic kit. Let me put you guys down and I'll get you out. Oh yeah, that's the one. These are the trims. I'm sure one of mine is broken. In gloss black. Yep. So I'll be using these trims, well, one of them. So guys, now that I've secured the package, it's time to load it up and we're heading over to the paint shop. It's not too far, so let's go. Absolute result with the little Range Rover. 2-litre turbo is super nippy, 48,000 on the clock, drives really smoothly. This is gonna make someone very happy, and this is what it's all about in the salvage game. You wanna buy cheap, do minimal work, and sell it at the going rate. And I reckon I should be good, easily be able to get at least 15 grand for this car. Do you think I'm being too ambitious? Let's find out. Less than 2 minutes later, we have arrived. I always like to see what he's working on, but anyway, let's get inside and meet the owner. Guys, this is Paul, the main man here at J&P.
How you doing, alright?
So I met Paul a few months ago now.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, you've been helping me out quite a lot. What do you think of this bumper? Do you think you can fix it?
I think it's beyond repair, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
not going to waste any time with that, innit?
Yeah, no, I think we need to just go with a new one on that.
Nice. So I've got a new bumper in the boot, I'll get that out, but you've got a really clever system of paint matching.
That's correct, yeah. Basically, we put the code of the car in on the computer. The computer will tell me how many variants to that colour there are. Yeah. Then we get the swatch out, check it to the car. Okay. And so then basically
I'll go get the bits out. Can we do that then?
Yep, that's no problem at all.
Wait. Oh. So I'll leave that there. Let's go meet up with Paul. As you can see, he's got a little oven in here. Have a look at that classic Defender. And Paul's been just giving me lots of tips and ideas for setting up my garage. Have a look at this little mobile lift. I need this bad boy. Have a look at that. Paul's in the paint room. Oh, you mix your own paint here as well?
Yeah.
Oh man. He said it like, yeah. Not a lot of garages that I used to work with mix their own paint, so that's the result. Check this out.
We go into the paint manufacturer.
Oh man, I'm impressed. I don't know if you can see that, but he's typing in Land Rover in his little computer here.
And then we've got colour code was, what was our colour code? Let me just grab it.
Yeah.
And it comes up with the make of the vehicle.
Nice.
So that's the colour for it, 2015.
What does it say?
It's 2015 on.
Yeah.
The colour and name of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And then we go to colour box GR5966B.
Okay.
Look up the colour variation numbers.
Yeah. Ah, you got all the color. Oh, okay. So this is in
these
conjunction with that.
Yeah. So basically, these are all the painted shits. So we just find the number relevant to the computer. We pull it out and then we scan through. They're all different manufacturers. So you've basically got Volkswagen, Volvo, Ford.
Okay.
So basically,
so you find the one for Land Rover.
So basically they put them in a colour box situation. So they're all similar greys.
Yeah.
There's only saying there's one variant to this car.
Yeah.
So there is no choice other than that one.
So should we go check to see if the computer is correct? Guys, this is impressive stuff, man. This is impressive stuff. So the computer says it's that. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that looks pretty damn close to me. What do you make of it, Paul?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah?
I think. Obviously with bumpers that are plastic to metal parts of cars, you always get a slight colour variation.
Yeah.
Because for some reason the pigmentation on the colours lays differently to plastic to metal.
Than metal, yeah, I was aware of that.
As you can see on your car now,
even that's the manufacturer's is slightly different.
Slight edge difference there. So.
Yeah.
So that's your code, and then we just go in and ask for the formulation.
Happy days.
That we agree. It's asking me for a batch number, so if I'm doing more than one job and I want to put it to a reference, I can do that, which obviously I'm not on this vehicle.
Okay.
It's asking me if I want to dilute the colour once I've made it, so yes. And that's basically what we do.
Spot on. So, guys, you've seen it here. That's how they make the paint. I'm going to leave the bumper with Paul. He's told me give him a few days. So I'll come back and see you in a few days.
That's right, yeah.
Thank you very much. That's it. So right, guys, I'm gonna head off. We're gonna go back and we'll be back here at J&P, hopefully. And it's alright to fit it once it's all dried and stuff.
Yeah, it all goes through the oven on a bake system.
So guys, you've got the oven there, everything's all there. I'll leave it with him and I'll bring the car back, and hopefully we'll just be a matter of swapping out that for the new unit.
Yep, the new unit.
Spot on. Thank you very much, Paul.
Okay, no
Cheers.
problem at all.
So as Paul does everything in-house, he was able to knock out that job super quick. So a few days later, I got a text. He told me, pop over, your bumper is ready, and here it is. Let's load it up, get back to the unit, and we're gonna be putting this straight onto the car. So guys, take a look at this thing now. The front bumper looks absolutely amazing. Massive shout out to Paul from J&P Repairs. He did an amazing job on the paintwork, perfect paint match. Have a look at that. Obviously, we never touched the bonnet. Another thank you to Sergio from Enhanced Plates. We got some 3D gel plates made for the front of the car. But guys, take a look at that. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. It looks menacing. So guys, we did quite a lot of work in this episode. This is big business, but you know why I'm saying this is big business? Because the money that I spent to get this 2018 Range Rover Evoque HSC back on the road is going to be very interesting. Let's tidy everything up and break down how much it costs to get this car back on the road. Now, so far in this episode, I've completed quite a lot of work on the car. It looks amazing, it drives really, really well. But before I reveal the total cost, I wanted to have something to measure up against. So I took the car down to my local Range Rover dealer. Now, this could be really good or it could be really bad, but I've got confidence in my repairs, so let's find out. Alrighty guys, I want to see how much they're willing to pay for this car if I was to trade it in, before I tell you the total price that I paid for this car. It's such a lovely car. I've added a few mods. Let's go inside. Once I get that, then I'll break it down. And do you think that I've paid more or less than what they're gonna offer me? Let's see. A day at Range Rover is an experience. There is a drive-through service area. You don't walk in, you drive in, and you park up, you get out. Here you are on this massive forecourt. Now, if you've got 100 grand burning a hole in your pocket, this model can be yours right here. Or how about one of these? All of these are 2024 models, and these new Defenders, it looks amazing, and for a mere 88 grand, that could be yours. But anyway, I got summons to my desk and it's time to check this bad boy out. So the service advisor is checking out the car, and here's what he's got to say.
Legal, that's absolutely fine, but
Yeah.
if we were going to retail it, we'd be changing those two layers.
Okay.
Front,
Do you think it will polish out?
with the right machining?
Yeah.
And there, which is kind of normal as well. Things to do, minor things to do, which cost money, and ultimately,
Yeah.
it would. That's a nice car, good colour actually, car faithful.
I really like the colour, yeah.
Do you mind if I just test the steering?
Yeah, go for it, hop in, go for it, go for it. Do what you need to do, mate. After a quick test drive, he took me back inside and we're checking out the brand new Range Rover Evoque. Yes.
Since then, they've done a lot of minor modifications to it.
Yeah, this one looks good though.
But more so as well, feel free to jump in the car. That's quite a different interior.
Yes, it's very different.
What they've done here
Oh, it just feels, yeah.
So I'll pop the lights off just to keep chiming at us. So what they've done here is put all the controls for your navigation, your heating and ventilation controls all on a much larger touchscreen.
Okay.
So it's got completely new software behind it. So everything from 2021, all the software was completely changed for
Yeah.
your infotainment system. You've got a virtual instrument display there as well.
Yeah.
Steering wheel design, well, it's changed, but it does the same sort of functions
Yeah.
ultimately.
After checking over the car, I got a very healthy offer. But before I share that with you, let me break down the total cost that I spent to get this car back to this condition. So as you know, it's a 2018 Range Rover Evoque HSC, which is only one below the top spec autobiography model. I won the car for $9,300 and I collected it myself. On the interior, there was no airbag damage, we had a bit of mold and I just had to do a bit of spring cleaning. I already had a replacement front bumper laying upstairs, but if I had to purchase one, that would have come in at 250 quid. Once cleaned up, the paintwork was in great condition, so were the alloys. I paid Ozzy £200 in the second episode to come down, diagnose the car, and he got the car running. I also had to pay £5 for a replacement 60 amp fuse for the engine bay. I then spent £300 on extras. I got the car tinted, I got these little side steps, and I got a rubber mat for the boot. The car came with factory CarPlay, it's got a fixed pan roof and a 360 camera. Now these cars usually come in diesel, but this is a 2-litre turbo petrol, which makes it extra rare. This was also noted by the guys in Range Rover today. Now finally, you guys said in episode 1 the engine sounded a bit loud. I gave it a service and this is how it sounds now. So guys, there you have it. I've broken down the entire cost of this lovely 2018 Range Rover Evoque. It's a windy day, but I'm happy. On this bit of paper, they have offered for this car 11 grand, 11,000 pounds. Now, when I called up this morning before I went down, they said it's gonna be between 13 to 14 grand. But when I got there, they're very stringent and they went around and they said the tires and little scratches and little scuffs that's on the car, all stuff that I can sort out, they knocked off a few grand, like big money for tiny little issues. My total spend was just over 9.7, but this is a dealership. They're very harsh with their criticism of the car. I still reckon I can get 15, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. I've actually got a good quote. They gave me a really good deal on the 2024 Evoque. I might be getting one of them, I'm not sure. But I fell in love with this car. It's fully loaded, it's a nice little car for the family, and I was thinking I can use it as a utility vehicle at the garage. So guys, I've decided to hold on to this car. However, I'm not balling like that where I can just dash away 8 grand, 9 grand and forget about it. So I went out, I got another one, and I'm gonna be running it back. All I'm gonna say is, do you know that J Hus song? Did you see what I done? Yeah. That's right, guys. If I want to hold on to the grey one, I've got to find a way to replace that money. So I came up with a clever idea. Well, at least I thought it was. If I buy another one, flip that, use the profit to replenish the money that I spent on the last one, hopefully it will work, right? Surely the engine is not busted, right? Find out next time.